a little bit of like more Wicked Plastic lore. So back in high school, when I was a little high schooler, right? Because I'm an artist. If you guys like follow my Twitter and everything, my art Twitter and my Instagram, you guys know like my work outside of Twitch, which is digital art. But I used to be a NSFW artist in high school, a little bit of middle school too. And how I would make my money was I would have these big ass posters, right? These big ass posters, and Overwatch was really popular at the time. So I drew a bunch of like Overwatch bitches just with their ass and titties out and shit, and I would carry that around school and I would sell it. And I had ways to like cover up the explicit shit. It would be on like the bottom because I would have like poster after poster after poster, right? But I would have like the Yu-Gi-Oh shit, that I would draw, and the Dragon Ball Z shit that I would draw because that would sell too. I even did some Berserk posters, and this was all traditional. I drew them all traditional with marker and ink. My style looked very different at the time. It's not as good as it definitely didn't look as good as it does now. But I used to do that, and I would sell a lot of this art for $15 to $25, depending on how much money these high schoolers had. So sometimes I would get like 100. I remember like one time I got 200 at the end of the month just by selling a bunch of fucking Overwatch porn. Mercy, May, Diva, they were all really popular in my school. Uh, but yeah, I just had money and I didn't utilize it correctly. I would use that money to buy games and Yu-Gi-Oh cards because I played traditional Yu-Gi-Oh during this time. And there was a really big Yu-Gi-Oh scene at my high school, and yeah, I pretty much spent most of my money on Yu-Gi-Oh and fucking games. Really, that's how I even got like. Oh man, I also collected cans during that time too. That was like more middle school, but I was collecting cans on the side. And I would squash the cans, put them in not bugs, put them in bags and shit, and I would trade them in and make pretty much dirt money, but it was something. But I remember doing whole months of collecting cans. And you know what's funny? One of the fucking games that I bought for from collecting cans and drawing art was a game called J Star's Victory Versus. You guys remember that game? J Star's Victory Versus is a like anime smash game, but it was shit. It's not as bad as Jump Force though, but it was shit. Imagine that. I used that money, that hard working money, to buy J Star's Victory Versus. I also bought Silent Hill Book of Memories for the PS Vita, which was a really piece of shit game. It's actually the worst Silent Hill game in the series.